Hi, I'm Dr. Park, and today I want to talk about the second wave of COVID 19. Now, when the COVID 19 first came to this country early this year, I had many people asking me what I thought about it. And I told them this is a long term, it's not going to be a short term. And nobody really believed me. And now they're asking me about my thoughts on the second wave. Is it real and how serious it is? But first, I want to let you know, even though I'm a medical doctor, I'm a surgeon, and my specialty is not in infectious disease or epidemiology. I'm only giving you my personal thoughts and my personal advice based upon my knowledge and the facts that's out there. First question, is COVID-19 second wave coming? And the answer is yes. And if so, is that going to be worse than the first wave? And the answer is yes again. As most of us know, the history repeats itself. And if we look at 1918 Spanish flu, they estimated it killed at least 50 million people worldwide. And the second wave was much worse than the first wave. So let's talk about why. Now, I'm not going to go into very complicated detail, but I'm just going to give you a very simple answer to this. When any infectious disease starts, it starts small and then it starts to spread out. Now, in the process of spreading out, it takes time. But once you catch up with the speed, it spreads a lot faster. And once it spread, and then when the first wave is over, on the second wave, it doesn't require time for it to spread. It's already in our area and it will spread like fire. Just as when COVID-19 first started from China, it took time for it to spread to different countries. But once it entered into different countries, it didn't take much time to spread. It went like wildfire. And what's really devastating is that first stage was never over. It just kind of stayed with us. So without any kind of interval, now we have a second wave coming and it's already in our land. And when the weather gets cold, that's when the virus really thrive in cold weather. So they spread faster and they could survive in the air much longer. So let's look at the fact on COVID-19 cases. Now, when you look at the COVID cases, you don't want to look at the total number because that can be deceiving, but you want to see the actual real-time daily cases. For example, like in global-wise, we have over 43 million cases, but if you look at the daily cases down here on the right corner, you can see recently the number has exploded. Per day, we're looking over 538,000 cases per day. Now, back in July, when we thought it was like the worst, we only looked at like 300,000 cases per day. So that tells you right now the second wave is real and it's coming a lot faster and it's hitting a lot harder. So if you come and look at the USA, back in July when we thought it was the worst, we were looking at over 77,000 cases per day. But recently, now we're hitting over 80,000 cases per day. So in USA, it is coming and it's coming fast. And we're always a little behind Europe and it's gonna get a lot worse and we need to prepare for this. Now, just by looking at the number of daily cases, I could tell you the second wave worldwide has already started. And looking at the daily cases in USA, I could carefully tell you the second wave is already here or is coming very soon. And you should also look at the daily death rate. Now, some might argue that COVID-19 has overall very low rate of mortality or complication, but compared to other virus infections, it has a very high mortality rate and with the complications that we have never seen before. Second question, why is COVID-19 so deadly? COVID-19 is not just a simple bacterial or virus infection. It transmits through the air, but it becomes a vascular disease. That's what the problem is. For unknown mechanism, COVID-19 tends to increase the number of platelets in our vascular system, causing blockage of blood supply to many organs, such as brain, kidney, lung, heart, even fingers and toes. So they have what they call a COVID toes or COVID finger. So just like frostbite, and they turn black, and sometimes they have to be amputated. And just like the fingers, now if you don't have blood supply going to different organs, it will cause the death of that organ. And when the organ gets to the point of no return, meaning it cannot revive again, then the organ will die, and obviously the person will die as well. And even if you survive, you will suffer with many complications. So this is a very painful death or very painful life even after surviving it. Third question is, do we have the treatment? Now, I personally believe we have very effective medications, but it's not available for everybody. Now, in every treatment, early intervention is the key. But unfortunately, those medication is available only for critically ill patients, where it's not most effective. Number 4 question, How do we prepare for it? You all went through the first wave, so you know what you need. I don't recommend you to stock up like for a year's supply, but I think at least 1 month supply is a good standard. And right now you could buy masks online. So you really should have enough to get you through the winter, because when the second wave hits, those masks is gonna be gone. And if you have some extra cash, hold on to it. When it comes to my family safety, I don't listen to all the medias, but I do my own due diligence, do the research, and make my own decision and ask God for my guidance. May God bless you and keep you safe.